He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Bulls offense will dial up the first ball plays in this one. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box. They can take it outside. They can both catch the football as well. So no doubt the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
He's got him. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
Defense just has to do a better job in coverage, guys. They did a great job taking away the quarterback's initial primary target, but then they left that guy completely wide open. Somebody busted on the back end.
Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Gets the back moving. Toss sweep to the left. Inside the 45. Oh, he's got some space. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field, what a big gain for the offense.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. They get him out of bounds right at the 5-yard line, and that one might have saved a touchdown.
And defensively, you've got to know this guy, man. He's got some wheels to him. He'll get outside the pocket. You can't let him outside the cage. Those ends have to do a good job of keeping contained. When you lose it, this is what happens. He can get outside, can scramble, and can get first downs.
This defense might be reeling after those last two and now facing first and goal. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Offense trying to go push pass on first down on the goal line, but the defense, tremendous surge up front. They get penetration, and they get the tackle for loss.
Quick pass on the fly motion. He'll be forced out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run. And after getting it right on the edge, they'll try to punch it in on third down.
And the offense, they don't choose to go downhill, be physical. They try to get it on the perimeter.
Touchdown, South Florida. They grab the early lead.
What a nice job by the offense. First drive of the game, they matriculate it down the field, put themselves in a goal-to-go situation on third down. It's not going to be easy throwing it, but they win the matchup, accurate throw, and they get paid.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Florida Gators offense will go to work for the first time. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass in coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The Gators will punt it away on fourth down. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Let's see what he can do with it. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play.
I'm literally walking over to that guy. My man, thank you so much for saving my rump. That could have been really, really bad. I could have been benched, but you got my...
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds. He's now up to 77 yards on the ground, and that magical 1,000-yard mark is oh so close. The Bulls come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Bring in the heat. And he tries to get away, but he cannot. He's taken down. He'll lose a couple. You see a Gator bringing the heat like that, you think about Derek Harvey, who was the MVP of the national championship game in '06.
And Alex Brown and Javon Curse, they had a long list of guys that can really make the quarterback's life difficult. You got to put pressure on the quarterback. You got to affect him. Really nice job on this play.
Fires to the tight end. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
Well, this tight end is so athletic that at times they'll line him up in different parts of the field. That time he was in the slot. Nice job running the route, finding the open space in the defense for the completion.
Ball down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. And the Bulls have this offense rolling. Wants to go up top on first down. Buying some time. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. The Bulls now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Under fire. Makes the grab. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job. Great catch.
Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Unloads to the wideout. Hauls it in, the first down and more. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. So the big gain, all for naught, brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. And that is no good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss.
And, man, that comes up short. And I tell you what, we saw him in warm-ups. He's got that leg, man. He hit from 60 a couple times, so he can make that deep shot, but he did.
There he goes. They get him out of bounds at the 32, but that is what you want out of this running game. The Gators, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Looking downfield on first down. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call, and they want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hitting.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's stopped right at the 29-yard line, and it'll be fourth down. So they'll send out the field goal unit. Nestled just inside that right upright. That'll bring him to within 4. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big Ten. Penn State has the lead right now inside Beaver Stadium, but Happy Valley is a tense place right now. This is a tight game. They're up by 7 over Wisconsin. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this Big Ten battle.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll start this drive. The 18-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Got a man. It's Brewer. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. To the air on first down. He's got an open man. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll try the outside to the left. Oh, what a move. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and USF is on top. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. The give to the back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up, see if they can maybe confuse this QB?
Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. Well, the head coach said he was going to be aggressive. 4th and 2 is kind of right on that edge, but he goes for it and gets it done.
He said he was going to be aggressive, and he backed it up. That's one thing you want to see. You want to hear your coaches talk, and you want to see them back it up on the field.
Got 5 wide out spread across the field on 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Right on the money. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
Another first down. Man, this defense couldn't stop a nosebleed right now. It's that bad.
And the Bulls have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's got his man. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down. Just keep slinging it. Back's got it. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulls.
Offense slips the running back out of the backfield. Nobody decides to cover him. My man makes the play. Shows off the hands first. Got to make the catch first. Does the rest. Walks in the end zone for the touchdown.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-3. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. They're set to kick it off, and you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he's coming out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Gators sending the offense back to work. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. The analytics nerds will tell you that a 4-yard pickup on 1st down is a successful play. Let's see what they have on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
Well, for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning.
Breaks into the open. And he's still running after the move. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42, and now this offense is clicking. He'll keep it himself. Spins away from the defense. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. And the Gators are on the move. On the ground, it's Kendricks. Picks up the 1st down. Finds some fresh air. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Snags it, and he will score! Touchdown, Florida! Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
Oh, misjudges it a bit and muffs it. On the move from inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
When I go into every game, I want to get my running back going. I want to get the ground game going, and he has. This afternoon, over 100 yards now, showed you a little bit of everything in the run game, and that's why this offense has been humming.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. Crosses the 30. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
Quickly out to the tight end. Crosses the 45, out of bounds at the 47-yard line, and a solid play there. The Bulls can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. Oh, they're after him. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out.
And this offense chooses to be aggressive. Listen, once you start getting to midfield, you see most offenses be aggressive, and they took their chance, and they failed now. Early in the game, a chance to... momentum to swing back to the other side of the football field. Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Touchdown, Gators! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession, they went for it. They rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Takes the handoff, and he's going right. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. And the Bulls lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. To the ground to try to move the chains. Still on his feet at the 45. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the +42. The Bulls with the 1st and 10. Gonna run it. It's Brewer. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Took a shot as he threw. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Here on 3rd down for this offense. He's looking downfield to throw. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. 3rd down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. Looking downfield on 1st down. Makes the grab. And so you got a guy who makes a play downfield like that. How anxious do you think they're going to be to continue in man coverage?
Yeah, I don't know, Reese. They're going to need a plan.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Gators line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this when ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the 2nd half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Ball. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the 2nd half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play. To the air on 1st down. Got him downfield. Turning it on. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this 1st down.
This time it's complete. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Got it! And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, USF!
And that's a great job by this offense. That's how you work the clock. You want to take as much as you can and punch that ball in the end zone. Masterful clock management, and they now take the lead going into the half.
And you just got to wonder, too, David, how does that affect the confidence of the defense, right? They needed to find some way, somehow, to get a stop, limit the damage on that final drive. They give up a touchdown. They're going into halftime now, trailing. They've got to raise their level of play in the 2nd half.
1st half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, you've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far today in Tampa. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W.
And And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They put points on the board in the first half, but still find themselves in a hole.
And if I'm this offense, man, I'm not trying to change anything. I scored a bunch of points. I've been successful. Jesse, the defense has to catch up here in the second half.
Yeah, they do. They're going to have to start making plays, but you can only control what you can control. So for the offense, go out, do your job, trusting that your defense is going to make a play.
Complete on the comeback. At the 45, on his way. And they'll bring him down after the long completion, a chunk play for the offense. After that huge play, they've now got it inside the 30. It's 1st and 10. Fires to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
It's just part of playing the position, and that's an interception this young man's going to learn from. That's the first interception he's thrown in his college football career, and guess what? It's probably not going to be his last. You got to turn the page and learn from it.
Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold.
Just when they thought they had the big play, the penalty wipes it out. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time.
Delay of game. Offense.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Might be changing the route. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. A full dive to haul that one in.
Hold. Offense.
Some penalties hurt a little bit more or a lot more than other ones. That one wipes out a huge game.
Got it. 29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Works the middle of the field. Tackled there by the defense.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat.
Oh, he's got some space. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his man in the middle. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10. And the Bulls come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. The sure hands, it's Sims. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37. From inside the 40 at the 37, it's first down. Wants to throw it. Quick strike complete. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. The Bulls racing to the line in the hurry-up.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
And he just chucks it into the fourth row.
And sometimes you see great shooters, and they get on fire, and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
Looking to fire. Quickly to the tight end. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly in the big time. A chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run.
And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulls. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, you can make a case this is the game of the week in the SEC. Alabama looks like a legit title contender right now, which they kind of do every year, but man, this offense is rolling. They're up by 18 over Oklahoma. Games like these just mean more in the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big happens you should see.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll go to the ground. Makes a man miss.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Gators with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They're looking to throw on second and short. Finds his tight end.
Well, that was pretty easy for the quarterback, right? You just need a few yards to pick up that first, so you find the tight end, put it on his body, let him go do the work, and keep the drive alive.
Quarterback on the keeper. Got the first down and more. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Flips it out to the back. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Finds the tight end. At midfield, he's got room. It's a seam wide open. He's at slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida.
And QBs love their big tight ends, and especially guys that can do such great things after the catch. He catches it. Dang, Palmer, he looks like a daggum receiver after he catches the football.
What a matchup nightmare, too, man. I mean, he's just too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. QB, I'm looking that guy's way a lot more often in this one.
Got it set up on the outside. They'll stop him just short of the first down marker on the screen.
I'll tell you, it's tough to complete two-point conversions. Obviously, very small windows to throw into. Couldn't come away with that one. Let's see how that affects the outcome.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. Put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
And Winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Bulls are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. It's caught. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
Well, this defense has tried to find ways to disguise their coverage and mix it up to try to confuse the QB. It's not working, though. With that last completion, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
Firing to the right, complete. And the runner is down, and so is a flag.
Hold, offense.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. They're just making things harder now. It's 1st and 20. Wants to go up top. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
Pocket breaking down. Hit as he throws. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And the QB leaves the pocket and he scrambles out and he goes to his right. And I love how he keeps his eyes down the field, trying to make a play, trying to throw the football, but the relentless chase, I love it. Getting to the quarterback. He throws an inaccurate pass because he gets whacked as he throws the football. Nice job chasing by the defense.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling.
Makes the grab past the marker. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it. But when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see.
Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, South Florida. They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
And that's what I love about empty sets and formations on offense, is that when you spread the defense out, you create bigger lanes to throw into. You saw it right there.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. Out of the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do. There he goes. Past the first down marker and still running. Ridden out of bounds at the 45, a big play for this offense. And the Gators just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. To the ground. He's got it again. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around, that make things happen? The ones that get in the backfield, the running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense, creating the tackle for a loss.
Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. Here's the handoff. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They want to run it left here. They ripped off 7 on that one. Now a 3rd down and 3.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You've got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And this one isn't over because the defense still has 3 timeouts left, but man, that clock is ticking, and they can just run the football up multiple possessions. They're going to need something magical to happen. They're going to need to start stripping at that football, create some turnovers, and get lucky down the stretch.
Delay of game. Offense.
Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Offense set on 1st down. The give and tick, 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 tick. They pull him down after a 4-yard gain down to the 24. Now on 2nd down, they want to keep moving forward and keep that clock churning. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. The Bulls have taken it inside the 20. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. He powers his way ahead, gets 3, but they're still looking at 4th and 2. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Trying to keep the drive alive.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing it.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Now 3rd and goal and tough yardage to cover here. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete on the right side. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown Bulls. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not 1, not 2, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the
You,
What a ball game.
you on game.
They'll try to add another to their lead.
Word, me too. I gotta play this last defensive possession. Then I'm just shoot the clock. This game's it, bro. My team is trash, bro. I gotta do something about this shit. I mean, next year we're gonna be all right, but like, bro, I got good receivers now. I ain't got no quarterback. My quarterback was supposed to stay, bro. Like, I don't know why he left at a 90, 91. You know what I mean? But he was a redshirt.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. He's looking deep. And that'll be incomplete.
Word.
Man, that would have been a big hitter on 1st down, but 2nd down's coming.
Yeah, my defense turned up this game. They was playing better.
Let's see if they throw it again.
One without. I only scored 42 points. Florida. This shit was live, bro. This shit live. Word. It's still gonna happen when we put them sliders up. We just gonna dust. That shit to be nobody really want to do that shit except Vic, but I'm cool with it. You know what I'm saying?
Here's a throw downfield late. Makes the catch down the right side. Off to the races. Running free, going to the end zone, but way back behind him, there's a flag on the field. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on
I'm
the
about to kneel
defense.
on the
The
ball.
grind and the touchdown stands.
Let's take it.
And they add the extra point to
Word.
finish the drive.
The old bill was nice though. So I mean,
Scoring drive. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. Quick timeout by the
right.
defense here, trying to
I
make
think
sure
we
the
all gotta
opponent has
shoot a little more threes
He's able
because
to
we all
gather
can shoot
the
them.
football, and the hands team gets the job done.
And that is why they're called the hands team, people, on onside kicks.
I mean, people get too mad at missed shots. I never care when anybody miss, bro, because it's basketball. You know what I mean? Like, niggas gonna miss. And then, how you gonna get in rhythm without, I mean, missing a couple shots at the beginning? All right, I'm about to switch over.
The old kneel down from victory formation. Plenty of fireworks in this one. A lot of points. They
Damn, yo.
talk fast, and it seemed like whoever was on offense.
Lionel just said the USA attacked Iran. I hate that shit, bro.
Dave, we talked to both of these coaching staffs, and their defensive coordinators were losing sleep.
Yeah, my game over. I'm gonna invite Isaac and see who else is on. You. Yeah, that'd be nice. I think I might be one game from a goal. Yeah, one game from goal.